Hello. So Kaffae day 232. So it was a continuing of text generation yesterday. So it was GPT2. Yeah, I figured it out. I was using GPT2 Simple. Um, it's an open source project by Max Woolf. He's a data scientist from BuzzFeed, and yeah, it's good. He wrote a nice documentation with Google Colab, so it's a lot easier to follow. And yeah, So I started using Google Colab. It's much faster. I tested with GPU, and it was like 2% of what it was taking originally, and yeah, it's amazing. Um, yeah, I like it. It's free, and it's so much. Like I get a lot of space as well. I think it's something like 12 gigabyte memories and maybe 60 gigabyte drive. Tons to test out with model like, and then I kind of like it actually that Google actually flushes all the data if you're not active, and it keeps the um, drive free, um, and it helps with the cluttering, so it's pretty nice. As far as the result, so what I did was I collected my historical tweet in the past maybe 8 years, as well as the blogs that I've been writing for some time, maybe for the past year. It did make difference. So it was trained on top of the pre-trained model that's submitted by OpenAI. Like I was afraid, any training on top needed to be so massive comparatively massive with the pre-trained model offered by you know OpenAI. So what I mean by that is it comes with maybe model size of 355 megabyte, and my own personal text data is maybe like 150 kilobyte. So that's less than like that's less than 0.1% of the you know original model, and I thought that would be too small to make any change in the result. It did a little bit, not as much. Like it would be such a huge, you know, sweet spot if I can figure out how to make text generation not from random people in a way, like not from random machines, but personalized to your taste, like to your way of writing and the way you think. So that needs to experiment, but it's exciting. It it was a lot easier to set up, to be honest. Yeah, TensorFlow is much bug free now to run it. It OpenAI simple GPT2 only accept TensorFlow 1, but it's okay. Not a big deal. Apparently, they also published GPT-3 about 3 weeks ago, and it's apparently trained. It has maybe 1.1 billion parameters. That's about 100 times bigger than the GPT-2, and yeah, it's too big to run on any model, and they only offer it by API. And yeah, I don't know if I like the black box API approach. I think it's gonna be a lot harder to personalize, but maybe I can build personalization model on top of whatever results returned by that OpenAI GPT-3. But that's the state of art when it comes to text generation, and it's very exciting that they've been publishing these models once a year so I can see the progress happening uh, at the scale of like 100%, right? Because GPT-2 was only published last year, so it's very exciting trend. Anyways, so that is it. One last thing. There's one app called Replica that I tested out maybe 3 years ago. It's a chatbot, um, text messaging app, so you can talk with her or him any way you want. And I thought there was no use case, so it's gonna fade out, but apparently it's still there. And yeah, I'm glad it's still happening. So they be the earliest, like one of the earliest beta user of this GPT-3 API. It's only waitlist right now, so I just you know send out my email to be listed on the wait line. But yeah, anyways, so that's exciting. That's good to know. They are still in business and they are still working hard on creating human like AI. Anyways, so yeah, still experimenting. Anyway, see you. Bye.